I would love to hear what it was about Christianity, specifically the version of Christianity that you grew up in, that pushed you away. I heard a little bit of your heart before we started this, started recording this call, and it was super powerful. And then what really drew you into more of an earth-based religion?
So for me, in growing up in those very patriarchal religions, there wasn't room for me to be a powerful young woman. There wasn't room for me to be intelligent. There wasn't room for me to have a purpose other than to do as I was told. I married the man that I had my first child with, and he had grown up with a little bit of church, and it was all about control for him. And so therefore, since the church told him that I was his wife and I was his property, I had to do these things. It was a very abusive relationship. I ended up really losing myself and losing God. But again, those people that had been in my life previously started coming around and reaching back out to me and saying, you are powerful. There's these other places to look to find your power and to find your source and to find your calling. And when I started reaching out and participating within the shamanic practices, within women's circles, I worked with a shaman from Peru for a while when I lived out in San Diego. I started finding peace and serenity and understanding that those things I was taught were just beliefs, and they were man's beliefs. They were not, and I could choose differently. That wasn't something I knew that I could do from being brought up that way. I wasn't allowed to have my own thoughts. I had to believe in a way that I was told to believe. And so I would have to say that finding my power and things got me out of an abusive relationship and marriage. And then there was a lot of healing because not only did I have, those belief systems from religion, I had a belief system from an alcoholic parent as well. And so there was a lot of healing within nature and women, and even some really beautiful men who helped me heal. And it wasn't about control for them, and it wasn't about do as I say and you have to believe things. It was very much of, you get to be who you want. This is your choice. Here are some tools. Here are different ways to look at this. Recently, since I've married Jeremy, I joined his Methodist church, and they say, they're very open and progressive. They say things like Mother, Father, God. They understand a duality. They understand that if I'm made in the image of God, then there is a duality because there's a feminine and a masculine. You don't find that in many places.